Good morning, people. Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, the 16th. Had to check that. Yes, I have had a fairly good morning so far. I actually went for a run again. My running is continuing. I'm really happy about that. It means I am getting the running bug. I must admit, when I first got up this morning, I thought I really don't want to go for a run. But once I got my running kit on, boom, I just go. It's that simple. Ish. But again, it's only a 5k run, and do you know what, I'm actually really struggling to try and get to sub 30-minute 5k. Now, it's something that I used to do on a very regular basis, and I'd actually managed to do a sub 25-minute 5k run, which for me was really good. I was really happy with myself. This is going back last year, I think, but I decided to try and go back to running, obviously, and as you guys know, because I keep telling you, but there goes my phone. But this time when I'm running, I'm actually struggling to try and break the sub 30 mark. I did it, I think, last time or the time before. I did it in 29 minutes and 27 seconds or something like that. And it's frustrating that I do find it that difficult, whereas before I was beating a sub 30 easily without even trying, whereas now I'm really trying, really struggling, and I'm only sometimes beating it, and I don't know why. Well, I think I know why. I am about 2 stone heavier than I was when I was back in my running prime, so I am a bit bigger, and I am sort of, I wouldn't say starting from scratch because it's been a few months since I started running, but you know, I've still got that running stamina, so I should be all right in that sense. But you know, I'm going to try and lose a bit of weight. I'm going to try and be a little bit healthier and exercise just to try and increase my speed, get myself back to where I was in the pursuit of in the pursuit of a sub 25-minute 5k, as opposed to a pursuing a sub 30-minute 5k. If that makes sense. I hope it does. I do babble a lot, and I'm really sorry about that. But apart from that, this morning, it's now what? It's just gone 9:30. I've done laundry, which you can see behind me again. I'm so sorry. I keep doing this. I keep recording videos when my laundry's just been done, and you can see my laundry behind me. So I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, done my laundry. I finished editing last week's video. That's currently uploading whilst I record to you guys. And yeah, there's not much else to say. Yesterday was my wedding anniversary. Had a very lovely evening with my husband. We got a nice takeaway, some fish and chips, and we watched a bit of TV while just cozying up. It was really nice. And, you know, just taking some personal time for us. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but being Wednesday morning means bin men are outside now. They've just pulled up and they're being quite noisy, which means I'm going to have to cut this video short. But just wanted a quick video to say hello! I'm here. I'm quite happy. I've got my hair cut yesterday. Quite happy about that. I've got makeup on. I'm quite happy. I do sometimes wear makeup. You can see it's a little bit glam, not over the top glam. I don't go full glam. I just put a little bit of eyeshadow on, and just because I like it. So, you know, sometimes we're going to do things that make ourselves feel good, make ourselves feel a bit pretty, and you know, when I do a full face of makeup, I feel good, I feel pretty, and I'm probably not going out, no one's going to see it anyway, but that's not the point. I've got a bit of makeup on, no lipstick, because one thing I do find when I wear lipstick, it just ends up on every cup, every glass, and it just wears off, so I'm a bit like, I'm going to have to work on that. But yeah, makeup is something I enjoy wearing when I'm feeling a bit because it makes me feel a bit better. So yes, thank you for watching. My next shift at work is until Friday, so I think, touch wood, I'm going to touch wood because they do have a funny habit of phoning me up saying, Mark, can you do ABC? Oh, I'm really hoping that's not them who texted. No, they normally phone, they don't text, so we'll see. But yeah, work should be Friday. 2 till 6 on Friday is my next shift. So I've got tomorrow off. A few chores that need doing, but other than that, another chill moment. Not feeling too bad at the moment. Depression and anxiety wise, things are feeling quite good. But either way, like I say, they're getting a bit noisy, so I'm going to have to cut this video short. Okay guys, right, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care of yourselves. Ciao for now. Hi guys. Don't really know what to say. I wanted to do this video because I'm not feeling great. Yesterday was a weird one. Well, it wasn't weird, not really. Yesterday was a day that I was supposed to relax. I was going to take the moment to chill. It feels like a lot's been going on and I haven't had a moment to be able to take a moment. And as most of you who watch my videos regularly knows, I think it's important for us to take a moment. I keep planning to take that moment so that I know that I can, so that I can relax, whether it's before chores, in between chores, after chores, before, during, or, well, not during, before or after work. That's the plan. And yesterday that was going to be what I was going to do. But when you sit down and you start to relax and then you get a phone call saying you need to go into work because somebody's found in sick or they've had a bigger than expected delivery in or whatever reason, and you know, they disturb the moment that you've made for yourself. And especially if you suffer from social anxiety, you kind of feel obliged to go in, despite the fact that you're not scheduled to. And I realise that I'm finding it more and more difficult to relax, more and more difficult to take that moment for me, because any time I do, I seem to get a phone call telling me that they need me at work. I don't mind the job. Not really. It's a case of never being able to adhere to a schedule. They've got a month's worth of schedules put up, but it seems like the schedules change every week. And so it feels like you can't really plan ahead. You can't plan your life. You can't plan even a moment to yourself for the next day. And it just gets frustrating. It's okay though, it's not the end of the world. Fact is, I do have a job. It's not many hours, which is perfect for me. I don't want many hours because I want to be able to focus on looking after the home, making sure chores are done, doing the cooking, you know, the usual bits and pieces. So only doing a few hours a week. Well, what was supposed to be only a few hours a week, let's admit it. Since they started phoning me and telling me to go in a little bit more often, the few hours have turned into quite a few hours. But it's still all good, still all good. A little bit of extra pocket money before Christmas, so I don't mind the job at all. I'm just trying to find that happy medium, that, I don't know, equilibrium? Is that what you would call it? I don't know. But yeah, today I've just felt very out of sorts. I decided to take that moment today instead of yesterday. But I'm still checking my phone every 5 minutes to see if anybody's trying to call or text to get me to go into work. Because I can't seem to settle. Can't seem to relax. But I guess that's all part and parcel, isn't it? Just rest, relax, and then if I get a phone call, deal with it as and when. I guess that's how it's supposed to go, isn't it? I don't know. Just tired. Didn't sleep well last night. That might have something to do with it. The anxiety, the depression. They've been mulling around inside my skull for this morning, and yeah, I'm not feeling 100%. Yesterday I went for my 5k run in the morning, and then when I got the phone call to go to work, it was an hour's walk there. It was almost an hour's walk back. I was fairly close to home when my husband drove past and picked me up, so I didn't have to walk the entire way, which was quite nice. But I did do a lot of steps, an awful lot of steps. I think I doubled, almost tripled my step count for the day, my target for the day, and yeah, so I got plenty of exercise in, just not much of anything else. Today, however, I'm not getting much exercise, but hopefully I'll get plenty of everything else. Plenty of food, plenty of relaxation. That's the plan anyway. But yeah, I was feeling a bit rough, emotionally rough. So I wanted to talk to you guys and let you know how it's all going. But yeah, we're getting there, people. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I complain about the job, but I'm happy I've got it, because if I didn't, then I'd probably be stuck at home doing not much else apart from chores and looking after the house. And you need more in your life than that. You really, really do. Even if whatever it is challenging, you do need more in your life. Variety is the spice of life, apparently. So we'll see how the variety goes. See if it gets a bit too spicy. Just with a few hours worth of work on top of my usual life. It doesn't sound that spicy, does it? No, let's be honest. Okay, right, that's me pretty much done for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me whinge and complain about absolutely nothing, which is what people like me who suffer from depression and anxiety need. Just need someone to listen. Whenever you're feeling a bit anxious or a bit rough, to just talk about it. It doesn't matter how silly it is. You just need to talk about it. Once you get those feelings out in the open, things don't tend to feel so bad. You realise, okay, yeah, no, the work phoning me on my day off, it's been getting me pretty down because I don't feel like I've had that moment to myself, that moment to relax, that chance to try and sort my head out. But when you talk about it, you realise, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Life carries on. Okay guys, right, thank you again. I'll catch you next time. Ciao for now. Morning guys, it is Sunday. Sorry, I got a little bit lost there. I thought for a moment it was Saturday because, well, I was supposed to work Friday, that was on my schedule, and I was supposed to have the entire weekend off and go back to work on Monday. But problem with that was that always on my day off, I always seem to get a phone call asking me to either go in that day or the next day or whatever. And yeah, I got a phone call around about lunchtime yesterday saying, Mark, what are you doing? Please, can you come in 2 till 6? I was like, But I went in and I did a shift. But because I worked, it sort of threw the days out for me. I tell you what, the days have just been a complete muddle for me recently. They really, really have. I don't know why exactly. It's just been, you wake up in the morning and you go through the day. And then when you actually sit down to think, oh, what day is it? It just eludes you. It's weird, and you have to check the calendar and check your diary and check your watch, and am I supposed to be at work today? What's going on? So yeah, it's all been a bit much. It's all been a bit of a muddle, but it's not been too bad. I haven't been for a run yet. I was going to go for a run either today or yesterday, and I didn't. I feel quite bad about that. I think I went for a run Thursday. I think so. So it hasn't been quite a week yet without running. So I'm not doing too badly. As long as I actually go out for a run at some point, then you know what, things are going okay. But a couple of reasons for doing this video. First of all, because I've been doing a lot of work, I'm only supposed to be doing a couple of shifts a week. Just a couple of 4-hour shifts, that's next to nothing in the grand scheme of things. But this week I've done 5, which means I've spent almost every single day during the week doing at least one shift. And I don't know what it's like for you guys, but for me, if I'm working in the afternoon, it means that I don't feel like I can do much in the morning because I'm watching the clock, waiting for my shift to start. And for me, that's frustrating because all of my shifts have been in the most of my shifts have been in the afternoon. But yeah, so this week's been a bit much, bit of a muddle. My depression and my anxiety have been there. They've been going round and round, but not too bad. They've been there, but I haven't felt like they've ruled my life. I haven't stopped at anything. I haven't avoided anything because of my anxiety or my depression. So, do you know what? It's not been too bad. It's been there. It's been frustrating. It's been annoying, but it's not been too bad, which is good. It's a positive. Another positive. Today, we are going out. When I say we, I mean my husband and I. As you lot know, it was my anniversary about a week ago, and we decided for our anniversary, because we recently lost our hamster, we were going to go out and find a hamster. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go around a couple of pet shops and try and find the perfect hamster. We've already got our lovely cage, which is quite large. I have heard some people say that this should be the minimum for a Syrian hamster. But in my opinion, it's also quite big. I have not got any friends who's got a hamster cage this big. I think it's like 80 centimetres by 50 centimetres. It's big. It's a big hamster cage. So that's already set up. That's all done and dusted, food and everything else sorted. Just need to go and get a hamster. So we're going to go around and have a look for a hamster, and it's going to be great. We're going to bring home our own little hamster. I know, it sounds a bit sickly sweet, but I love animals and I love pets, and my husband and I can't quite agree on certain pets. He's put down certain criteria, which is really frustrating, but it's fair enough. If you're with somebody and you love somebody who isn't as keen on animals as you are, then you know what, it's fair enough. But the criteria he set down: make sure the animal does not eat any kind of live food at all. That's no insects, that's no mealworms, that's nothing that used to be alive either, so no freeze-dried rats or rodents or anything like that. So you kind of, nothing that eats any of that kind, which is slightly frustrating because I do love bearded dragons, and bearded dragons eat things like locusts and crickets, so can't have a bearded dragon. He also said nothing that smells too much, which kind of rules out a ferret, because sometimes ferrets can be a little bit pongy. No matter how much I try and persuade him that, you know, they don't have to be, as long as you keep them clean and clean out their cage and spot clean constantly, then the odour is manageable. But no, apparently not. Ferrets smell too much and they take up too much room and they are too expensive, because that's the other criteria: nothing too expensive. So I'm getting a hamster. And I'm really looking forward to bringing a little hamster home. So we're going to go out and going to get one and we're going to bring it home. I'll try and take a little video of it and pop it somewhere on the bottom here so that you guys can see the hamster that we're getting. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. I do love having a little pet at home. Just, you know, it might seem weird to those of you who are not pet lovers, but just having something else there to talk to when you're at home on your own, just something to look after and something to care for. It's actually really cathartic, and I really do like having a pet there, so to look after and to take care of. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And tomorrow I am working, Tuesday I am working. I will try to remember to do videos because, as everybody knows, I am so bad at doing videos. I'm really bad. I might actually take my video camera and see if I can record the hamster whilst we're in the car. I might not be able to do it in the pet shop. I know some pet shops get really funny about you trying to record videos in their shops, so I probably won't do that. But I'll try and get some kind of video footage of the hamster without disturbing it. Coming home today, it's going to be stressed, it's going to be very nervous, so I'm not going to go out of my way to put it in a position to have really cute videos. I'm just going to see what I can take without disturbing it too much. That's the plan anyway. We'll see. Okay guys, right, thank you for watching. That's everything for now. There's not much else to say, to be fair. There really isn't. I mean, my depression, my anxiety, they've been going up and down and up and down and up and down. This time next week, by Friday next week, I would have been working for this shop for a month. My anxiety and depression have been going a bit balmy since I started working there. But other than that, everything else has been okay. It's not been too bad. My anxieties have been, well, as I've said, they've been going up and down, but I do feel like they've been improving since I've started working, especially since it's because I've been working with the public. Yeah. I think they've been improving. I think so. It might just be a, oh yay, before another slump, you know, because it happens that way. But I am not letting my guard down. I am trying to do things sensibly. I'm not going to look at this and think, oh my God, I'm getting better. You know, maybe my depression, my anxiety aren't that bad anymore. Because the moment I start thinking that way, that's when they smack you without you realising it, and they really hurt because you've sort of been ignoring it. And ignoring it doesn't work. You need to deal with it and you need to talk about it. That's what I need to do anyway. That's my way of dealing with things. Everybody deals with things in their own way. They really do. One of the other ways I deal with things, you may have noticed, I do like to wear a little bit of makeup. I'm not wearing any at the moment, but I do like to wear because it does make me feel better about me. I feel a bit more, I don't know, it's like just doing something. Putting on a bit of makeup, whether it's just some foundation, some bronzer, do something with the eyes, you know, maybe a bit of eyeshadow or something. I do like doing that because it makes me feel good about myself, and it does help with my depression and my anxiety. It really does. You know, I even, look, nails, purple nails. I quite like that. But everybody does things differently. Everybody does things to help their depression and anxiety in their own ways. So whatever helps you, do it. Honestly. If it helps, keep going with it. Don't worry about what anybody else says. You might, but me, sometimes wearing makeup, I get funny looks or maybe the odd comment, but I try not to listen to that because I know that doing that makes me feel better in myself, as weird as it might sound. But yeah, anyway, okay, thanks guys. That's all for now, and I will catch you next time. Take care of yourselves. Ciao for now. Morning guys, it is Monday. Really sorry I keep apologising at the beginning of almost every single video, I know, but this time there's a different apology, or same apology for a different reason, if you catch what I'm trying to say. No hamster footage yet, unfortunately. Really, really sorry about that. I know I was really looking forward to showing it to you, and I'm sure you guys were really looking forward to seeing it, but it didn't happen. Long story short, well, too late for that, really. We went out yesterday to pick up the hamster. We actually went to pick up my mother-in-law from the airport because she was coming back from Spain, and we were then going to go to a pet shop close to the airport, but her flight was delayed by about an hour and a half, which meant, you know, once we picked her up and had something to eat, because, you know, when you've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning and waiting around in an airport for a plane that's delayed by an hour and a half, you're going to be a bit hungry when you land, aren't you? So obviously we had to take her out for something to eat, and then we went to the pet shop, which didn't have what we were looking for. So we then decided, well, let's move on to the next pet shop, and realised then that actually the day had got away from us, and being a Sunday, you know, the shops shut early. They shut about 4 o'clock, and I think it was about 3:15 when we realised, right, let's go move on, see if we can find somewhere else that might have what we're looking for. So we then moved on to the next pet shop, and we thought, great, okay, here in plenty of time, so let's have a look around. And we're looking around and we realised that this pet shop didn't actually have any pets. So we asked and said, do you actually have live animals for sale here or not? And they said, oh, no. Great! So realising then at that point that by the time we get to the next pet shop it would have been shut, we decided, well, rather than race around and start stressing out, we obviously weren't meant to get our pet hamster that day. So what we did instead was we went home. Sorry, I had to move my arm, it's getting a little bit tired. Yeah, decided that we are going to just leave it for a day, go home, relax, rather than rush around and stress about it. Because obviously when you're getting a pet, you need to find the right kind of pet. You don't want to start rushing and just getting the first one that you find because it's the only one you can get your hands on. That's not the right way to go about it. You do need to look for the right one for you. So yeah, and I don't think myself or my other half are in the right headspace to buy a pet, to be honest. So we're hopefully going to do it today. I've got work this afternoon again. I do seem to be working an awful lot for a job that means I'm only supposed to be working 2 4-hour shifts a week. I'm doing an awful lot of shifts. But after work, my husband's picking me up, and depending on how we're both feeling, because you know what it's like after you finish work, sometimes all you want to do is go home and put your feet up. But depending on how we feel, we may go to the local pet shop, which is just around the corner from us, and possibly pick up a pet then. So who knows? If the next video is of a hamster, then you know that we pick one up. If the next thing you see is this ugly mug, then obviously we didn't. But yes, hopefully soon. Fingers crossed, people, fingers crossed. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care of yourselves. Ciao for now. Good morning, guys. Yes, sorry, I know you're seeing my ugly mug again. However, that does not mean we did not get a hamster. We did. I went to work yesterday. Yesterday was actually not the greatest day. It was all sorts of things going wrong from start to finish. I mean, I put our alarm keypad into the washing machine. That wasn't good. I walk to work whenever I go, and it takes about an hour to walk to work, so I always listen to music because it makes the journey go faster and it just allows me to chill out and relax to music. But my earphones stopped working, so that wasn't great. And it started raining, so I got my brolly out and it went inverted, you know, popped upside down. And it wasn't even that windy, you know, I kept putting it back, and about 4 or 5 times my umbrella went and inverted again. It was just so frustrating, so things just kept going wrong. But once I got to work, things weren't too bad. I was able to crack on with some work. I had a bit of a laugh with some of my colleagues. You know what? It wasn't bad at all. I quite enjoyed being at work, strangely enough. But yeah, after that, met up with my husband, we went to the local pet shop, and we chose a hamster. I say we chose a hamster actually chose us. They had about 4 tanks of Syrian hamsters, and I think they had about 4 in each. Oh God, sorry, my arm's getting tired. You don't want a close-up of this ugly mug. Yeah, there were about 4 tanks, and most of them were sleeping. And there was one that had 3 ginger and white hamsters and 1 brownish hamster. And so they opened them up for us to have a look at them, and one got up immediately had a wander around and came to the edge of the tank to say hello. Just one. Out of all the hamsters we were looking at, only one came to say hello. So obviously that's the one that picked us. So that's the one that came home with us. I would show you some footage, but the hamster is still currently sleeping and I don't want to disturb her. I don't want to get her out of the cage. I don't want to do anything because it's still very early. We got her last night. It's first thing in the morning and, you know, shouldn't really disturb a hamster before they're completely settled. So it might be a couple of days before I actually get any decent footage of a hamster. But I'll try. If the hamster comes out and about, I'll see if I can get the camera out at the same time and we'll see. But yeah. Got the hamster. Yee! And it's female, and we haven't got a name for it yet. We're coming up with all sorts of different ideas for the names for the hamster. If you've got any ideas, please pop any ideas for the hamster name in the comments below. But I've got this. The hamster has got these markings around its head that looks like a lion's mane. No, it's not like a mane. It's not particularly hairy. It's just the colouring. It's got a darker brown around where a lion's mane would be. And it looks really cute. And so we were sort of thinking maybe names from Lion King, but we still haven't quite decided. One thing I know about my husband and I is when it comes to naming pets, the perfect name will come in an instant. And when we're trying to think of names, we'll come up with all of these different ones and think, yeah, it's okay, but nothing will fit perfectly until just in the off chance, boom, we'll find a name perfect. So yeah, we'll let you know as soon as we've named the hamster as well. But not too bad. I've got an engineer coming around today to try and fix one or two bits and pieces, and then I've got work again this afternoon, and then I'm off work tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. Going to have a nice chill out day and try and catch up on some chores. It's amazing how many things that need to get done around the house, and just going to work for a couple of afternoons means that you end up sort of falling behind on certain chores. Maybe I'm just being lazy, possibly. Quite probably, in fact. Okay guys, right, thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time. Take care of yourselves. Ciao for now. Hi guys, guess what? Power cut. Second power cut in 2 days. This is not great. So yes, there is a little bit of light off of my my phone, which is not good. My husband's in the kitchen. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do for dinner tonight because we've both had long days at work. We're both hungry and obviously we can't really cook since we've got electric oven, electric hob, everything in our house is electric and we've got a power cut, so we can't cook and there isn't too much else. We got food, we're not going to starve, it's just a pain in the neck. But I did say that next time I was going to do the video, hopefully I'd get some hamster footage. So the hamster's currently on the wheel. Let's see if we can get some... Can't really see that all that well, but yes, there's some hamster footage. Hopefully I'll get you some better footage than that at some other point, but obviously power cut, it's dark, you're not going to see much. But you've seen some of the hamster, so at least I fulfill my promise on that one. But anyway, hopefully the power will be on soon. But either way, thanks for watching guys. Take care of yourselves. Remember, if you do suffer from depression and anxiety, check out my channel bio. There's a number of websites and phone numbers from charities and organisations, all designed to help people like us who suffer from depression, anxiety, psychosis, things like that. So check those out, including Mind. Their website is mind.org.uk. They've got a little button that says, if you need urgent care. So if you're in crisis, press that and they'll give you some really good immediate help. Okay, but that's it for now. Thank you for watching and I'll take care of yourselves. Catch you next time. Ciao for now.